Do you want to learn how to edit like this?
Put on a gang, get it right back. Hey, hey, whoa. Man, I put it on the gang, I'ma get it right back. Couple know about me, I'ma keep it. Bought me on the first one, so I had to run it back. Ain't bout to flex and speak about some checks that I ain't get. Right to the left for my niggas.
So before we start editing, you need to have downloaded Sony Vegas and you need to have downloaded the Sapphire plugin. I will have them all linked in the description below. I will have a link to the music and all the scenes in the description below, and also the sound effects and stuff like that I'm using. So yeah, if you guys are wondering how to download all the stuff, you just look at the description of the video. And also this content is a bit different from my usual stuff, so yeah, tell me in the comments if you guys want to see more editing tutorials or anything like that. Okay, so when you have all your replay clips and the music inside of your project, I like to speed up the scenes before starting to like edit them. So I'm going to be speeding them up by holding down Control and then dragging the back forward like that. So now it's pretty much like, I think 200% the speed. I think I'm going to make it a bit faster, like that. Just hold Control and then just drag it like that. Then I'm going to move it to the front and then I'm going to fade it by pressing this blue thing and holding it down. So I'm also going to be pressing up here and lowering the quality so it doesn't lag like while I'm editing, like that. I think that's fine. To cut, you pretty much just press S and then Control X. That's how I cut my clips. So yeah, I think that looks decent. Then I'm going to press on the timeline. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to press velocity. So now I'm going to change the speed. So what you want to do, you want to double click like over there on the timeline like that, and then you want to drag this upwards like that. So it pretty much makes it go fast and then slow, which is pretty cool. Then I'm pretty much going to be doing the same thing on this side. So at the end over here, double click and then just drag that up like that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to add this other scene from the replays. By the way, I didn't make these scenes in replay mode. I actually downloaded it, so I'm going to link the video that I downloaded from in the description below. So then you pretty much want to do the same thing here. You want to fade this by holding down this button. So you want to fade it in like that. And then you want to add the velocity. And I'm also going to be speeding up the whole clip, so I'm going to hold down Control and then I'm going to drag this like that, so the whole clip just becomes faster. Okay, then I'm going to double click here and I'm going to make it fast in the beginning. And I think I'm also going to making it more slow in the middle. So I'm going to be doing it like that. So I'm pressing over there and then I'm changing that to 50. And then I'm going to fade this like that, and then yeah, I think that looks good. Pump this up. I'm going to make this a bit shorter. Okay, then I'm going to be making a new layer, insert video track, and then I'm going to be going over to media generators. Then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to press text. I'm going to drag a text in like that. And then you can pretty much type whatever you want. I'm going to be typing use code search spell. So use code search spell hashtag add. There we go. Then I'm going to select everything like that, Control A, and then I'm going to make it a bit smaller. I think like 42 should be good. And then I'm going to move it like over there and I'm going to make it a bit smaller like that. I'm going to fade it a bit. And then I'm also going to be pressing over here and I'm going to edit the text a bit. I'm going to be adding some effects to the text. I'll be adding a drop shadow like that and I'm going to be editing it a bit so it looks good. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to be adding some effects to the clip, so I'm going to be adding some warp waves. And then you pretty much want to add this effect warp waves to your text like that. Then I'm going to add a preset. Then you guys can copy this preset that I have and these are all my settings. So yeah, you pretty much copy all of the numbers over here and it will look good. Oh my god, wait, did you guys see that? Look at the timing on this. Look at wait, listen to the audio. Oh my god, look at that. The lightning came exactly when he said pew. That looks cool actually. Then I'm going to copy this text, so I'm going to press Ctrl C and then use Ctrl V, create a new copy. I'm going to press that, and then I'm going to press over here and I'm going to change the text. I'm going to change it to edited by Surspell. And then yeah, I think that looks fine. And then when you feel like you're done with all your scenes, you can pretty much just delete some of the parts of the song. You can delete like the first part of the song, so you can time the first clip to the song. So I'm pretty much just going to find the drop like that, and then I'm going to press M on the timeline like that, and that pretty much makes a marker so I can see where the drop is at. And then I'm going to be dragging in all my clips. So then pretty much when you have all your clips ready, take the clip and you want to drag it to where you get the kill. So pretty much like over there, and then you just want to drag it out like that. Like that. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm pretty much just going to be starting off. So I'm going to be start by editing the velocity of the clips. So you just want to right click, go over here, press velocity as you did with these clips, and then you just want to double click where the drop is at over there like that. Then wait, I'm going to re-listen it. Like that, okay. Then you want to go like some frames before you shoot him. So probably like over here, I would say. Then you double click again, and then you double click over here. Change this to 50. Change this to 50. And then you drag this up to like... I like having a lot of velocity. Some people drag it up to like 300, 200. But I'm just going to go all the way up to like 600. Then I'm going to press 2 times again and change this to 50. Like that. Dude, actually, I'm going to pump this up a bit more. I'm going to be cutting the clip like over here, I think. In the middle of me screaming. So I'm going to be adding some more effects also. So what you want to do is you want to take this clip and you want to press over here and make sure that this thing in the corner here is glowing blue, because if it's not glowing, then like the timing will be all messed up. So make sure this thing in the corner here is glowing. And then you want to make a keyframe over here, and then you want to zoom this out. I think this is enough. I think that will look good. And then you want to copy paste this keyframe. You want to go into the beginning of the clip. I think this will look good. And then you want to paste this keyframe in, pretty much like over there. I think that will look good. Then you want to make another keyframe right before that keyframe, and then you want to restore center. Okay, yeah, I think that looks good. You pretty much want to go over here, and then you want to add a keyframe in front of the clip. I think like, yeah, 2 frames will be good. And then you want to take this keyframe and you want to zoom this in. Not too much, because it will look pretty bad. So like, I think that's enough. Then you want to make another keyframe pretty far behind where it restores everything. Yeah, I think that looks good. If it looks too fast, you can change the keyframes. I'm going to drag this one a bit to the left. So I'm going to be selecting the video track, and then I'm going to be pressing U, so I split the video track from the audio track. And then I'm going to press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, so I make a copy of the video track pretty much. And then you want to make another video track and paste in another one, so Ctrl C, Ctrl V. And then you pretty much want to go to S blur, and then you want to drag the blur effect to this timeline that is like down here, the timeline under all the other timelines, like that. so the background pretty much becomes blurry. And also copy this preset, copy all of these numbers, these presets, so you get the right settings on the blur. So what I like doing is to scroll down to EBOS glass over here, and then you want to drag that on the middle of the timeline, like that. And then you pretty much want to copy all of these settings, so it looks good. I think I'm going to be highing the brightness actually a bit, so like that, I think. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Then I'm going to play the clip and see how it looks like. This might make the clip a bit more laggy, but I think it looks cool. I don't know why my star was invisible there. So what I also like doing is to cut the clip over here. So you want to press S and then pretty much delete all of these ones because you don't need them anymore. Then you want to add some shake. But before I add the shake, I actually want to add some glow. So I'm going to go into S glow and then I'm going to press this preset that I have. You guys can just copy paste all of this. Yeah, I think that looks cool. And then I'm going to add keyframes to all of these things like that. Go over here and then I'm going to turn them all off. So I'm going to change this to 1000 and I'm going to change this to 500, which I think are the default settings. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. And then this effect is also pretty cool. Streaks. Yeah, this effect is also pretty cool. So I'm going to be using one of my presets. I think this one. So you guys can just copy all of these settings. This effect is pretty advanced, so it has a lot of settings to it. I'm going to be adding some key markers or some keyframes. Then I'm going to go down and I'm going to make this fade pretty early. So threshold, I'm going to press with the max threshold, and I think that's good. I actually think it takes too short for it to fade out, so I'm going to be dragging this thing a bit more to the right. Okay, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to add some color corrections to this. So I'm going to go up to secondary color correction, and then I'm going to go over there, and then I'm going to pump the saturation up a bit, I think. So it looks pretty cool. But I'm also going to be adding a shake effect over here, and I'm going to be... And this is my preset for my shake effect. So you just copy paste all of these settings, and you should be fine. What I like doing is actually fading out the shake. So you want to go over here, press that, and then you want to scroll down over there. You want to add keyframes to all of those, and then just fade the shake out. I don't like having these on 0 at the end, but like 30 and 40. Yeah, I think that looks fine. So yeah, I think that looks good. And then I'm going to drag the next clip in. So I'm going to take this clip, and I'm going to drag this to the timeline, and I'm going to drag this over here. So I'm going to find the beat drop. It should be over there, yeah. And then I'm going to press M, so I place another marker. I'm going to drag it to the kill. There we go. I'm going to make this longer. There we go. And then I'm going to add some velocity. Then I'm going to go like over there, and I'm going to change this to 50. Go here and change this to 50, and then drag this up a lot. Yeah, I think 500 should be enough. No, I'm going to drag them to 800. I'm going to change this to 50. I think I'm going to change or actually 800 was a bit too much. I think like 700. So I think I'm going to do it I'm going to change it to slow and then fast, like that. There we go. And then I'm going to cut it up over there. And then what you also can do is you can mess around with the audio. So I'm going to be clipping it over there, and then like that. And then I'm going to press this thing over here, and then you want to add this thing like that, and you want to change this to muffler, so it kind of sounds cool. And then I'm going to be clipping the audio, or I mean then I'm going to be clipping the video like that. And I'm going to go into this thing, and I'm going to drag in this thing, so it pretty much just goes. Then I'm going to press U, so I separate this clip from the actual audio and stuff like that, so I can copy paste the clip above the other things. And then I'm going to be deleting the effect from this layer like that, and then I'm going to fade in the effect like that. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, and I'm also going to be adding this effect over there. Yeah, and I'm also going to be adding this film effect over there. Yeah, and then I'm also going to be adding some color correction like that, and I'm going to pump up the saturation, I think. And I'm actually going to be keyframing this, so I'm going to make it really bright, and then I'm going to be fading it out, so like over there it should be back like almost to normal, like that. Then I'm also going to be making it so it zooms in, so I'm going to be zooming it in a bit, just to find the beginning. I think that looks cool. Zoom it in a bit more, like that. And I'm also going to be adding a keyframe over here, which pretty much just restores the zoom out. Okay, there we go. And I'm also going to be adding some shake, because I think shake looks really good. Like that. And then I'm also going to be keyframing the shake effect, so I'm going to be pressing over here. Then I'm going to add keyframe. I'm going to go down, add keyframe over there, and then I'm going to fade it out like that. Oh, that's a scuffed fade out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that looks cool. So then I'm going to go on with the next clip, and I think I'm actually going to be doing a transition here. So I'm going to add some of my neon overlays. I can link those in. I'm going to be linking those in the description below. I didn't make them. I think Crow made them. So this one is actually pretty cool. And then I'm going to make another video track. I'm going to place that over there, and then you want to press over here. You want to go over here, and then you want to press screen like that, and make sure that this timeline is pretty much like only for these kinds of animations, or else you will like scuff your stuff. So then I'm going to take this thing, so I'm going to add a marker by pressing M again, and then I'm going to drag the clip on the thing, make it longer, like that. What you can do is you can wait, if you listen to the bass, you can hear that it's another drop over here. You can actually add some velocity to that. So what I like doing is adding velocity like that, and then I'm going to make like a micro like velocity change on the bass. Because actually the clip is a bit scuffed right now, because I did a thing over here. So I need to like, I'm going to make this a bit slower. Then I'm going to do another thing over here. Like that. Then I'm going to pump this thing up. There we go.
The first one, so I had to run it back. Ain't bout to flex and speak about some facts that I ain't get. Right to the left on the first one, so I had to run it back. Ain't bout to flex and speak about some facts that I ain't get. Right to the left on my that I ain't get. Right to the left.
So I'm actually going to make it a bit.
Right to the left on my niggas leave you there. I'ma let you know, nigga.
Yeah, I think that is good.
Right to the first one, so I had.
So yeah, I think that is good. Oh, I actually forgot about some effects. I'm actually going to be adding some flicker on these clips. So yeah, wait, I just need to find the flicker. The S flicker could look very nice, like at the end of a clip. So here I have my flicker. Numbo. Okay, you guys can pretty much just copy all of these settings. Then just drag it after the dropper, and it will look pretty good. Add some of it on this clip too. We to add some of. I'm also going to be adding some color correction on this thing. So where's my color correction? Over there. And I'm going to pop the saturation up. And I'm also going to be fading the saturation. So there we go. Then I think that's fine. Then like that. So what I'm also going to be doing on this clip is I'm going to be adding some flicker before I hit the drop. So, and I'm also going to be fading the clip. So I'm going to fade it like this, and then I'm also going to be adding some flicker. But this is a different flicker that I'm going to be adding, which could kind of make it look cooler. So I'm going to make my own flicker for this one. I'm just going to pump this up like that. So it kind of looks like looks super intense before the, yeah, like that. Yeah, it kind of looks cool. I'm also going to be adding this effect again. So I'm going to be adding another version of this effect. So you guys can just copy down these settings. I think it will look decent. I just need to fade this in. So I'm going to be adding some keyframes, like that, and then yeah, I think that looks cool. What you can also do is you can add some blur. So I'm gonna see if I can find my blur. There we go. Here you guys have my settings for my blur effect. And pretty much just they want to keyframe the blur. You don't have to, but yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Like that. Yeah, I'm also going to be adding some blur on this clip, so I'm going to be adding some of this blur. I'm going to keyframe it. I'm going to go down. I think it's going to be disappearing like over here. I'm going to make it disappear a bit earlier, I think. So yeah, I think this looks decent. So I'm going to be making another audio track, and I'm going to be adding some swoosh effects, pretty much. And I'm going to be linking those effects in the description below. So here we have my swoosh effects. So I'm pretty much just going to place it on the drop, like that. And I'm going to be lowering it a bit, because right now it's pretty loud. And what you can also do is you can add it on the scenes, so in the replay scenes. It might look cool, but I don't know. Then I'm going to be adding this swoosh effect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you just wanna select your render and then just render all of this. I can show you guys my render settings. So yeah, these are my render settings. So I render in 2K resolution, 50,000 bitrate, and then 60 FPS pretty much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys have made it this far, then you probably enjoy editing a lot. I make a lot of highlight videos where I use tons of different effects and stuff like that. So yeah, you can take a lot of inspiration from my effects and use it in your own montages and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys want to, you can subscribe and turn on the notifications, and I hope I will see you guys in the next video.